Hello, my name is Anthony Bates, and this is my European Legless Lizard for the Dazel Project. The European Legless Lizard is a reptile that most people mistake as snakes. They are very close in appearance, however, they still retain very small remains of their legs near the cloaca, which is their butt. The major differences between the legless lizard and snakes are that the legless lizard has ear holes, tiny remains of their legs, and they cannot stretch their body to consume prey like snakes can that are bigger than their mouths. They mostly feed on snails, slugs, and insects, and they can be found in Europe and Asia, and they grow to be about 4 feet long. I have my Google link to my NPC data document. This is what it looks like in reality. I chose the Western variant. There is an Eastern variant. This is my data table. They prefer a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, which is pretty hot. As I said, I used the Western European Legless Lizard for my project, and they top out at about 4 foot long. They're found in the European mainland area and Central Asia. They prefer dry climates, and they're like lightly wooded and rocky areas. So hills are where they like to hang out as well. They're non-threatening, and they're more than likely to drop their tail and flee versus try to fight back, whereas snakes like to bite. Their lifespan's about 20 years in the wild, and it goes up with captivity. And as previously mentioned, they mainly feed on snails, slugs, insects, and small eggs, but will sometimes eat small mammals and birds as well. Got some Unity pictures I'll show you in a minute in the actual editor, but these are from my animations. Got an attack, an avoid, a dead animation, an eat animation, an idle animation, and a rest animation. Some reference pictures that I used to create the animal, and some articles I used during creation. This is my scene. So to start you off, I have my resting animation, which is him having his head down, whereas the idle animation, he raises his head as he's alert. His eating animation is where he'll raise himself up to try to grab what he's trying to eat. I have a dead animation where he kind of curls himself up. An avoid animation where he tries to go the other way and run away. I added an attack animation, but they're not likely to attack, so this probably won't get used very much. And that's all he has for animations. Let me turn his detectors back on so we can go into the play mode. And in play mode, he is set to wander around freely, and sometimes he chooses to eat the egg, sometimes he chooses not to, depending on when he's hungry. Go through it a few times, see if we can get him to eat the egg. He's wandering away. He seems to just want to run away from me. But I have gotten him to do it. He just doesn't seem to want to do it for the video. Anyway, moving on. The last thing I have to show you is my egg, which is just this tiny egg here. Nothing too exciting. Just a small sphere with material attached to it to make it look like an egg. And I think that's all I have for you guys. Thanks.